Hello everyone, in this video we are going to build a master detail application in ASP.NET MVC. Before we are going to start, I would like to ask you a favor. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Let's start. Here I have created one MVC project with that that is a blank boilerplate code is here, and next open the SQL Server, and here I have created that one database, that is a student DB database, and with that some table, that is a 4 table here I have added. First one, that a master table is like that exam table, so it will become like a first term, second term and final term, or this one we can say the middle term. Okay, then here that master data will, that is student data will be insert. This one is a student master table. There is some column that is name of the student, exam ID. That exam ID is that this one, that your first term, second term, that will be the drop down, so it will come. This one is the master data. So once you are going to select, then it will be insert that class name and roll number. And one more thing is that subject. This one is your master data. This one is a subject master data. It will insert into the student details table. In the student details table, it's like a student ID, subject ID, total marks, marks obtained, and percentage will calculate. So this mainly, this exam and subject is their master data. If you will open that, this one is the master data. That subject also it's a master data, and that student master table is a student master. That is a name, exam ID, class name, and the roll number and student details. That all those record will be insert here with the reference of that student ID, the subject ID, total marks and marks obtained, and the percentage. This one is your details. Let's open the Visual Studio. So I am using the entity framework. Here I have already added that entity framework. That is name is the student DB model. Now going to create some master record. So first of all, because in that one page there is a 2 drop down will come. First one for your exam, second one for your subject. Because for master it's need that your exam, and for details it should be subject. Okay, so create one folder, that is a view model folder, and in the view model, so I'm going to give the name your student total master view model. Okay, okay. So what all things will be required in one page? First one is that your master ID, that one exam also required, and subject. So now add that. Here it will become the exam ID, because once you are going to select that first exam, and you have to give that option for select subject, so it will be the subject ID. Okay, that 2 things has been done, but that 2 things will come with your master data. So master data also is required for the, because they in that subject they have to select that all those subject. So what will be that? So this one will be the list of, or we can make that IEnumerable of the select list item. This one for list of first one exams, and another same things to add for your subject. So IEnumerable, that is a select list of item, select list of item, then list of, that is a subject. Okay, that 2 things is required for one page. Now add the controller. Right click on a controller, add one controller. Going to give the name, that is a simple master home controller. Add that home controller, and add views. Right click, add views, click on add. That index view will be add. Simple, that index will be add here. Done. Open the layout page. So need to add some reference, open that script file, need to add that unobtrusive. So you can install it, you can get from that manage NuGet package and search with unobtrusive and install that. So I'm going to add the reference. First one is a validate and second one is a unobtrusive. Okay, these two reference, the JavaScript file has been added here in the layout page. Okay, just close it. Open the reference. This one, call the reference, that is a system dot component model dot data annotation. So for that exam I'm going to write, so display name should be exam, okay, and display name this will be subject. These two need to be added. Okay, this one name will be that exam and second one will be the subject will be display here. Okay, now go to that index home controller, create that object of a student view model, this student view model, create that object here, student view model, add the reference object master view model and go to new student master view model. Now add the some data dot, your first one is a list of exam. So what it will do, need to call that your entities. So create the constructor. What's the name of the entities? That is a student DB. Your student DB. This one is a entity framework. So student DB entities. OBJ student DB entities. New student DB entities. Or this one is not required. Create the object here in the constructor. It will be the good. Right. So now fill the list of exam. So what you can do, it will be that call the link query dot, it will be that this one is the exam, so select the exam, then select new, select list of item, this one change to the to list, and first one value will be the text, so call that obj dot text, your exam name, it will be the text. Second one is that your value, so that obj exam id, so this one need to be converted into toString. Okay, that is for done, that list of exam has been done. The second one is that obj master view, second one is the list of subject, this one also is required, equal to from obj in entities dot your subjects, this one is your subjects, so subject, now select new, select list of item, this one to be to list. Okay, now text will be obj subject name. Okay, this one is a subject name. The next one is your value, so that obj subject id need to be converted to string. So simple, this two, and this object you have to return to that particular view. Till now it's okay. Only here that call that exam and this subject, these two table data has been come and fill into that your select list of item. Now this reference to call index.cshtml, so model, press alt enter, that reference has been added. Here I am going to write like a student result, or you can say the student marks. Okay, create one button here, that is your input input type, that is your button. And next one, give that class. So class will be your button dash info, and then button dash medium, tab large, this one. The next one, because this one, once you are going to press button, so it will be the one dialog will be open, that is a bootstrap dialog, so that's why I'm going to write. The next one will be the data toggle, that will be the model. The next one will be the data target. The data target will be the going to give the name my model. So here make is this one change to button, and give the name new student marks. So close that button. Just run the application one time. Let's see. Now you can say it's a look like this, new student marks. This button will come. Once you are going to press that new student mark, one pop-up will open, that is a model dialog, and there you can enter that your particular student information with that marks. Okay. This one change to the 4. Now start. Now for model dialog, create the one div. Okay, so inside of that there is a class. This one class is your actually model, your dialog, your model dialog, this one. Now next, again need to create one div, then class. I think one thing we missed here, just delete one times. Sorry for that. So this one is that. To give that first, it will be the ID. So what is the your ID? Your target, data target. This one is your ID. So first one it will become that ID. Then it will become that class. That will be the model. Is fed. Okay. The next one will be the role. Make a dialog. Now write that div. One more div. This class will be that your model, your dialog, then model dialog, then one more div will come. Here it will be the model content. This one will be the your model, that model content. So inside that model content, it will be that your header, body and footer. So then we're going to start. First one should be this one, class will be header, so it will be the model. You can write like a header. Okay, so header, what will be happen, one button will be there, that will be the for the close. So here also you can write like a button type, it will be the button, then class will be your close. So data dismiss equal to your close. Then here it will become and times this one. Okay, just reload again. Something, see this one, your header part. Now add some data dismiss. I think this should be model, not close, should be model. Now here I need to add that one h4. So here write down student result. Okay, just reload again, open the explorer, reload, click on this. So this student result is here. Now need to add, this one is your header. Now need to add that your body. So div, so inside of that class, what you can write, that is a body, model body. And for that h4 we can use that one class that is for model title. For the in the model body we need to add that your student name, what all the data is there for the student. Open the student master. What else is required? Name, exam ID, class name and roll number. Name, exam ID, class name and roll number. Just for now we are going to add something here. It will come body. So one more thing going to write, like your div class, that will be your model dash footer. So in this footer need to add button type. This one will be the button, then class button default, and just give the name like a save. And one more button going to add, make a space, and BSP. Okay, this one will be close. Just add that close, and here we can add data dismiss equal to model. Okay, now reload again. Click on new student marks. Here you can see that save and close button. I'm going to change this button class. This one I'm going to make a primary. I said the close that one. So what all things is required for the student? For name, exam ID, class name and roll number. So exam ID will be the drop down. So in that view model need to add name and class name. In the Visual Studio, in the view model we need to add string, should be name. I'm going to give the name display, name is equal to your student name. And one more thing is that your class. So I'm going to add that one class string. So this one will be the display, name equal to class. Or we can write like class name, this two. Now open that your index dot, and here in the body part we need to write. Okay, now start. First of all need to add the div. Okay, it will be that class. What is that class? That is a container. Okay, inside that class, this one will be the class, will be the form group. Then inside that class, here I'm going to write HTML dot, first one is a label for model dot your name. The next one, that HTML dot text box for that model dot your name, and then new your class will be form dot control. And then going to give the ID, that ID will be @ID equal to txt name. This one should be text box for okay, that is done. Again I need to copy for second one for class, this one for class, just add that class, and here also change the class and name ID will be txt class name. 2 is done. Then third one, your roll number. So let's say roll number has been added, no, so add the roll number also. Then prop string roll number will be string roll number, add here display name roll number. Here it will come the roll number. So copy, go to the index, here this third one will become roll number. So copy this one, paste it here, the ID should be changed, so it will be the text roll number. Okay, roll number has been done. The next, open the database, name class name has added, roll number has been added, last one is that exam. So this one will be the drop down. So fourth one is that your exam. Okay, this one exam ID. Here also it will become the exam ID, but this one will be the not the, it will be the drop down list for. Okay, drop down list for, and second one will be the, for the drop down list it will be the always model dot exam, list of exam. Now is done. All the name, class, roll number and exam has been added. Now run the application one time. Now if you will look, once you are going to click on new student mark, so it will look like this. First one is that student name, summing, that class name, then roll number and exam, that all things is coming here. Just close it. So once you are going to select, here need to add more data, more record will come here, that for Mars. Just close this one, so it's close. Now open the Visual Studio again. It was too much, so I am going to divide that, this two should become into one row. So just only you need to write like that, column mid 6, just add this one, so it will be in one row, 2 column will be there. Load. You can see here it's divided into two column. Previously it was in 1 column, but it's now it's a 2 column. Now open that. Now add here that legend. First one will be field set, and then legend, Then here I'm going to write like a student marks. Now in the here first one will be that you can add some more field. What all things is required? Just close this one. For the details, let's see that in what all should be details. First one is a subject ID. Subject will become the drop down. Then two text box. First one is the total marks, and second one is your marks obtained, and third one, this one will be calculation, total marks, marks obtained. So this three columns should be added, basically three field: total marks, marks obtained, in percentage. Open the Visual Studio, your student view model. Here also need to add a decimal. This one will be the total marks. Then this one is the marks obtained. Then this one will be the integer. Okay. Then your percentage. This one decimal. That is your percentage. That will be the percentage. Now this three field also need to be added here. Open the index, and here let's start. This one also did right here HTML div form group, that class the form group, and next HTML dot label form, that is a model dot. First one is that total mass, that is a total mass. Then text box for HTML dot text box for, then model dot your total mass, and again that new, that class will be your form control, and the next that ID will be txt your total marks. Then the same things need to add for that. This one is the marks obtained. This one changed to the txt marks obtained. That two things has been done. So these two will be added here, and then once you are going to click on add to list, so that times that percentage will calculate. Okay, so here one more things need to be added, that is your button. So div, same things, that class will be the form group, this one with the form group, and next one here that it will be the button. So input type button, the name of the button is add to list, and value will be add to list. Then class be button tensor, this one. So once you are going to click on add to list, so it will be add into the list. So create one table, that class going to add the style, class table condense, then style with 100%. They give the name of the table, that is the ID table student marks. student marks. Inside the table there will be the row. First one, so make it tr, sorry, it will be the t head. What first name will become? Your subject. So here actually I missed that one, that first should be subject, so that add the subject also. First they will select the subject, then total marks, then so it will be here that subject ID. This one is a subject ID, this one also it will become the subject ID, but this one should be drop down list for, and here then need to add the model dot list of subject. Okay, these three things. So in the t head, that first column will be subject. Okay, the next one will be that total marks. The next, sorry, this one total marks would come inside the td, sorry for that, td. Inside the td, that subject will come, and again td, that is your total marks will come. So again td, then your marks obtained will come, then again td, then your percentage will come, that percentage. This four column: subject, total marks, marks obtained, and percentage. And one more td I'm going to add, that one with the for the hidden. So it will become that html dot just like that. I'm going to add the input type. No, just leave it that one. One more column. This one we're going to hide somewhere. That four column. Okay, this four columns should become. So now run the application one time. Something which is here, it should be class. Spelling is mistake. This one should be class. Now you can see here this one that come. Now I'm going to click. See, this value will come. This one also we can change to that two column, so it will be good. Here it is student marks, because it's going to be too much large. So if you will come into one line, that also it will be good. Let's try to change this one. So only what need to do, that column meets 6. So this one for here, if let's check that 4 divide into 3 column, let's check 4, save it and close and reload again. I click on student marks. So this one also it looks good, right? Because here first I will select that that your subject, science, and here it will become the total marks and marks obtained. This one also need to change into view model, because it's coming like your properties name. So okay, this one also will change. Close this one, open the view model. So here that are total marks. So now write like a display. First one I'm going to change the name. So this one is the total marks. Same thing need to change it for marks obtained. Just copy this one, paste it here. That is a marks obtained. Save it. And next one it will be the percentage. So this one actually we are not adding, but for now I'm going to write like a percent. This one, because this value will come from the calculation. So just run the application one more time. Okay, click on new student. So this value that's correct. Okay, once you are going to click add to list, so it should be add to here. This one, just check that one thing. Index.html, instead of td you can write like a th, because this one is a header, table header. Paste it, reload. Click on new student. See. Okay. Add to list. This one I can move to the here, so it will be good. Open the Visual Studio. Here I'm going to write like this. Sorry, this one is a table. Button, check the button. This one is a button. So I'm going to write a style that float. Make it right. So just save it. Close this one. Load. Click on new student mask. So now its button is the right side. This one also it should be right only, because this one is an integer and decimal part should be right only. Open the Visual Studio. Check the button, your label. This one is your so this one for right. So you can see that your text value is right. Here you can write 120, 120 like that. Okay. Now close it.